Hey everybody, it's Josh here once again. It's been around 3 to 4 weeks. Been really busy. Um, Changed the whole room around, as I said in my last video, I believe. I can't really remember. It's been a while. But finally got the room done. Took a really long time, but it's done. But got several videos lined up. I won't be able to fit all I need to get in just this one video. So probably you'll have several videos within the next, let's just say, a little bit more frequent than every 2 to 3 weeks at a time. And I want to go a bit more in depth with these game reviews. The games that I'm going to be reviewing, definitely, and I'll try to get as many as I can in this one. Well, let me start I have a note here for myself. Fight Night Round 4, Ghostbusters, Red Faction Guerrilla, Infamous, and Prototype. Now, I beat all of them except for Prototype and Fight Night Round 4. So I'll get to Fight Night Round 4 and Ghostbusters and see where I can go from there. But first, and yeah. See, I'm a little off my game. As for Fight Night Round 4, it's the 4th iteration in the Fight Night franchise, which used to be Knockout King series. It's not developed by EA Chicago this time. Instead, it's, can't remember who's developing it. I know that it's EA, but not EA Chicago. And it's an all-new physics-based thing, like system. And a lot of people were complaining that there were no buttons. I never used the buttons. I used the stick. So I didn't have to deal with that. And I really, really enjoy the game. Photo game face is, I think, pretty well used in the game. And it's, the training, like in the career mode, the little training games that you play, they still need some work because a lot of them still have to do with your stats. So you can't, it's kind of like, you can't build your stats if you don't have any good stats to begin with, so you end up just doing auto train until you get high enough so that way you can actually develop the speed to do some of the games. But the actual game itself, it's a lot of fun. There's no more parrying. It's a lot of bobbing and weaving, slipping punches, which is, it's just very, very fast. A lot of fun. But other than that, I like the way that the career mode kind of goes. I wish that it would have had more stuff to do outside of the ring besides just train. There seems to be just a lot of downtime. Just kind of like that. But the depth of the detail of the models and stuff, just the sheer number of tattoos, just the attention to detail, the roster's pretty good. There's some big guys, like, it focuses a lot of on the big time classics and the modern guys. It's missing like De La Hoya, Vander Holyfield, Bernard Hopkins, I believe, but it has your Manny Pacquiao, Ricky Hatton. Doesn't have Floyd Mayweather, but that's no surprise because he hasn't been in any of them, to my knowledge. So yeah, that's for that game. If you are into boxing at all, pick up the game. It might be a bit hard. Just put it on easy for a little while until you get the skills, and then bump it up, because that's when it actually gets fun, because it's a quicker paced fight then. Now on to Ghostbusters. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. I would definitely put both of those movies in my top 25 of all time. And, of course, doesn't need much introduction. If you haven't seen the Ghostbusters, go and stop watching this and watch the Ghostbusters right now. But it's written by Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd, voice acted by all the original actors, and done very well. Could basically be a true sequel to the movies, and it plays really well too. It's a lot of fun. There's just something about trapping the ghosts, and it's satisfying every time. No matter how many times you do it, it is satisfying every single time. And they vary up the locations enough. It's at a pretty good pace. Frame rate is pretty smooth. And just a really, really enjoyable game. If you enjoyed the Ghostbusters franchise, you should go and pick it up. But actually, you might want to rent it because it's a short game, but I haven't got a chance to play the multiplayer. If you play a lot of online, every single game that you play, you try the online, you could buy it because I've heard very good things about it. But the single player I beat in 2 sittings. That's not to say that it wasn't, they were short sittings there. It's around 8 to 12 hour long game. And, just had a weekend and powered through it. And the graphics are really good. I was playing on the Xbox 360 version. The Wii version is completely different graphic style and stuff like that. And now on to Red Faction Guerrilla. Red Faction Guerrilla surprised me big time. I had little to no expectations on the game because of the switch to third person. I am a huge fan of the first Red Faction game. It's one of my favorite first-person shooters, simply because of the story. It's like Total Recall type of Mars, and that always just kind of appealed to me. And that whole rebellion thing, I just really, really enjoyed it. It was very dark for its time, and it still is today. The story, it has a lot of dark undertones and stuff to it. And the second one, I was kind of because it went on Earth and then kind of changed it was a lot of fun, had a smooth frame rate, but just wasn't up to par as the first one. But Red Faction Guerrilla, I think, beats both those. It's back on Mars, but what amazes me is the physics engine, how all the buildings collapse. All of it is done in real time. Each building is basically built like an actual building, and it is fun. I probably blew up hundreds and hundreds of buildings, and it was fun every single time. There's nothing like beating the building down with your sledgehammer or with your remote charges. It is just a blast to play. And the story, it's simple, but it's good. Everything you blow up, it's just a stab to the heart of the EDF. And it puts meaning behind it while not being too convoluted. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, if you like games, it's an open world type of game. And just go out and play it. It's definitely, if they got rid of the F-bombs, it could easily be, a T-rated game. But that game, it is just a blast to play. Just go out and play it. So, yeah, I'm running out of time. I'm going to try and pump out another video, too. And that will be number 13, I believe. And that one I will review Infamous and Prototype. And also Away We Go and Transformers. You can follow me on Twitter. That's www.twitter.com/OmegaSnake. And, once again, thanks for watching. Oh, wait. Damn it. Rate. Subscribe. Comment. Send in requests. Okay, now, thanks for watching.